Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Anthony James Fioretti, 26G306-834.
Anthony Joseph, ready?
So Mr. Fioretti has done good on our sobriety court bond conditions.
Yes, sir.
But I got to tell you, I'm still worried about this one.
That is relatively high on the DSA.
It's not relatively high, it's over the top high. So I'm still questioning whether or not I need to send him to jail. He had a .367.
It's the incredibly high. Your Honor, some actions.
Let your lawyer talk first, and I'll give you all the time you need. I'm just telling you both how I feel. I know that this is just the first or a second offense, but you got some other history going on here. You had a meth conviction, taken under 7411 just last month and a half ago, right?
Yes.
What was the offense date on that?
The date?
The offense date, not the conviction date.
Off the top of my head, I don't think.
Well, I'll check it. Hang on. I mean, I have gotten nothing but you've been showing up for everything. You've done a good job. I'll give you that. But boy, oh boy. And, I promise you'd be doing a long, long, long time. But it was February 16th was the offense date. And that was after you were charged on this case, but before you had the bond set on this case. On February 26th, the bond was set. So, I mean, you've been doing great, but I got to think about this one. What do you want to say? Is everything in this report accurate? Any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
It is accurate, Judge. I've had a chance to review this report. There is no additions, corrections, or deletions.
Is there anything you'd like to say on his behalf?
Judge, Mr. Fioretti was accepted in sobriety court. I did have a chance to review the terms of the requirements for the sobriety court. He's assured me that he's more than willing to abide by the rigorous conditions and the requirements in order to successfully complete the program. And Judge, like you said, he's been doing very well, actually. On the current.
I don't like you working in a bar either. That's another concern. At least you were honest about it. Some people aren't. But I really, really, really would encourage you to get out of there. I mean, go ahead.
Judge, he is steadily employed. He does have a 2-year-old daughter that lives with him that he does care for, Judge.
Is the mother in the child's life?
Yeah, we have split custody.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting.
And he does, and I believe he's genuinely remorseful, and I think this was a wake-up call for him.
Well, it wasn't too big of a wake-up call if he went out and possessed methamphetamine a couple months after this. That's where I'm going with this.
I think together, Judge, he's reevaluated his priorities at this point.
Since when?
Since having these convictions, Judge. He is currently on probation through the Third Circuit Court. That started on April 17th. He's been in compliance with that. I believe that is the other MDNH. Is that correct? That's for the other charge, the 7411. And then he also has a case out of Monroe First District Judge for a domestic violence, which he will be successfully completing. That will be dismissed, Judge. And I think everything together have brought him to the realization that he's either got to clear up his life, Judge, or he's going to end up dying of alcohol.
Where's that going to leave the 2-year-old?
That's what he's been contemplating, Judge.
Wow.
That's what's caused him to want to make a very concerted effort, at least, to get himself straight, and that's why he's asking the court to allow him the opportunity to do so. And I think he's begun, but by following his bond conditions, I believe he's making it a very good effort. He's started. The only thing that we would ask, Judge, there is a recommendation for inpatient treatment on this case, and if he was to go inpatient treatment, Judge, he would almost sure to use his employment. His employer will not wait for him to complete that inpatient program. And he needs that income judge in order to be able to pay off the fines and costs as well the cost of living for himself and his daughter.
Call Mr. Bologna and when you have two from him. Anything you'd like to say?
Yes,
That'll make it good.
I understand. The first time I sat in front of you and you had commented on my blood alcohol level, it was a real deep hit for me. For someone to be in this profession for this long and to be shocked by the fact that I was that drunk and still operating was definitely a wake up call for me. I've made empty promises time after time after time to everyone around me about alcohol. I think this is the first time I'm promising this to myself. I've said, I'll do this for my daughter, I'll do this for you. I'm doing this for me. The structure of the Sobriety Court has been exactly what I need. These AA meetings, I found some that I really enjoy. I, personally reach out to these guys and get some of their numbers, and this is exactly the structure I need. And I do believe I can be successful. No surprise to you, the court.
Is somebody calling Mr. Bologna?
I called him around. He stepped out, they said, as soon as he gets in his son.
24 months probation. You cannot leave the state without consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You can change your address, place of employment, your home telephone number. You have to notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume anyone. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs on demand of the probation department. So they're going to have you test 3 times a week. We're going to start to pay for that now with our grants, so long as you test negative every time, and so long as you test every time. I can't have you just complete 60 days on the sober link. I'm going to make it 100 more days on the sober link.
So that'll be 160 in total, Your Honor.
Well, we started February 26th, so yeah, you're going to be on that for another 4 months.
Your
Attend AANA 3 times a week and provide written proof of attendance. Obtain an AANA sponsor. Attend all substance abuse treatment at a facility approved by probation. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend and complete the Armed Specialty Court Week program. Report the status. Review hearings with me every 2 weeks. As you know, it's either 2 p.m. on a Tuesday or 7:30 on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I think the 7:30 is on Wednesday.
Obtain and maintain employment with proof provided to probation. I still need him. Mr. Bologna, your name?
Yeah, you can go in here.
Where is Gibraltar sending their prisoners now? Flat Rock?
Good question.
Would you go find out for me?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to find that out.
That would like up to 30 days, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted, though. What days are you working? I don't like you working at the bar.
If I could add, Your Honor, they're all very aware of my
I
situation.
know, but you're still around that stuff.
I do work in the kitchen. As soon as my shift is over, I'm out the door. There's no loitering. I work my shift. I stay in that kitchen, and I'm immediately out the door as soon as my shift is done.
You know you're playing with fire, right?
I'm taking this more seriously than I've ever taken this in my life.
I mean, I've gotten good reports. Statistics tell us that these decisions that we make can often make or break somebody. 14 days jail, credit 1. It's 10 days court work program. $35 a day charge for that, for a total of $350. 3 days of community service. Community service due by August 31. Fines $200, costs $200, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That's 5.25. Probation fees are $480 for a total of $1,005. Sobriety court fees are $360 for a total of $1,365. Cost of recovery is $225, bringing your total to $1,590 plus the court work program fees. Unfortunately, that amounts to $1,940. Now they check my fines and costs. I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. But I'm telling you, you're on your rope with me. Do you understand? I mean, this is it. If you screw up one time, you are going away. The only reason I'm not sending you to jail today, if you weren't in sobriety court, you'd be going away for quite a while. I just want you to know that. So that helps. But I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. I hope I am. This is my gut. This is what I'm doing. I think you're doing well. I don't want to set you back. Just do not disappoint me. Or we're going to really not get along. Do we understand what I'm doing?
I understand there'll be no surprises for you.
Well, you sound confident. That makes me feel better, I suppose.
I'm fully confident I can maintain my sobriety and be fully compliant with it.
How much of this money do you have? You need to get out of that bar. Why aren't you doing something better with
I
it?
love to cook. I mean, it's my passion.
Well, then cook at a high-end restaurant in Detroit. I'm not putting down anybody, but
No, I was thinking of it. I'd like to get to a place where I'm putting tweezers for food. You know, it's the obsession in me that loves it. But
all right,
they're very understanding of my situation.
I'm sure. You go ahead and you tell me how much you can afford to pay.
Realistically, I think I can do 100 every other week, with some of my other costs and the cost of rent.
I'm going to, by the way, I'm going to only make you do 80 days on the SoberLink additional after today. Okay? Not 100. That's a little overkill, but I don't feel comfortable yet. You pay $75 bi-weekly and I'll start you June 1. If you need more time, you come talk to me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You can either come in and talk to me after a status review. I'm going to be really keeping an eye on you. Who are you treating with again?
Like the center?
Yeah.
It's out of the guidance center.
I know who.
Joshua. They they switched me from the single or the outpatient to the intensive, and then starts on Monday. So we went from the individuals to the intensive.
You better count your lucky stars. Get out of here before I change my mind. Go meet with probation.
Judge, I need to verify the fines and costs again. I've got 2,000.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good with those today, huh?
I mean, I may be wrong. I might.
No,
have
you're
something
probably
wrong.
not. Let me just do it again. Hang on 1 second. It'll take me 1 minute here. Just let me find it. It's $200, 200 in fines, 200 costs. That's $400. 75 and 50 is 5.25. Probation fees are $480, so that should be $1,005. And then sobriety court fees are $360 for $1,365. Screening fee is $60 for $1,425. Cost of recovery is $225 for $1,650 plus. Yeah, it should be $2,000, right?
Yes.
See?
I thought you said 19 something, correct? Okay. I just wanted to make-
I did.
Okay.
I did. I missed one of those figures didn't add in.
Right.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Good luck. Stay with me now. Stay with me. I still enjoy doing this if I can help somebody. Good luck.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Anthony stood before the judge to face the fall. A 3, 6, 7 breath was a massive wake-up call. He wants to leave the kitchen and the tavern behind. For his 2-year-old daughter, he must focus his mind. The fees are stacked high and the rope is growing thin. You'll have to face the music and stop drinking the gin. True change only happens when it comes from within.